Friends, colleagues and guests, welcome to the Reach Awards 2021. Please welcome our chairman, David Rogers.
Good evening, everyone. It's my great pleasure to be your host for the Reach Awards 2021. These are extraordinary times for the NHS, for our trust and for the country. So of course, we're putting on an extraordinary celebration in this beautiful virtual venue. Entirely online, entirely digital, entirely social, everyone invited. And it's the biggest digital event we've ever put on. Because that's what Combined is all about. Being innovative and outstanding in all we do and how we do it. Normally, I'd start this event with the traditional housekeeping items about fire alarms, drills and the like, but this is not a normal event. So instead, I'll give you the following suggested instructions. Firstly, to our staff, feel free to make the most of your party packs that we've provided, wave your flags, blow your whistles, and use the message boards. Secondly, to everyone, let's share the fun with each other via social media. Tweet your tweets, post your posts, use the hashtag CombinedReach2021 and it will appear on our live social media wall on our website, as well as across Twitter and Facebook. What an event we've got to look forward to. Another record breaker. For the fourth year in a row, we've had a record number of nominations, just under 500 this year. It's the first time we've broken through the 400 mark. There are 399 nominees, 290 nominators. It's the highest ever. 39 people have been involved in shortlisting from across the Trust. Our most open shortlisting process ever. And we've had more votes from you, the staff, for each other than ever before in the Proud to Care Award. So tonight, with pride, we look back on a historic year as the NHS nationally, as well as across Staffordshire and Stoke-on-Trent system, and across our own trust and its partners. You have all met an unprecedented challenge with unparalleled determination and solidarity. And we celebrate brilliant examples of achievement, commitment, and dedication by our people. The hallmark of what makes Combined so special. And we're delighted to welcome back to our awards friends old and new. We acknowledge this year's recipients of the Griffiths Scholarship. We have a beautiful, specially commissioned poem from a long-standing friend of Combined and our friend Gabriel Gay. We pay tribute and say farewell to a much-loved friend of Combined who we sadly lost recently, Hilda Johnson. And we have a special surprise guest with her own message to you all. You'll have to wait till the end to see that. So, congratulations to every nominated candidate for these awards, which cover staff as well as service users and volunteers. You really are the best of the best, and it's our privilege and pleasure to have this opportunity to thank you and to recognise all that you do. Please enjoy this event, celebrating the great work that you and your colleagues do for the people of North Staffordshire and Stoke-on-Trent. So to begin with, I'd like to introduce our Chief Executive, Peter Axon, who would like to say a few words.
Please welcome your Chief Executive, Peter Axon.
Hello. It's a real pleasure to be with you all once again tonight. Our first virtual Reach Awards ceremony. Now in its 10th year, Reach has become an unmissable part of Combine's annual calendar, and after a tumultuous time, it's never been more important for everyone who works for and with us to take this opportunity to take a step back, praise and thank each other for what we've achieved together. I've had many challenges in the last 2 years since I became your Chief Executive, but none have been more difficult, but also, of course, more delightful than the challenge you gave me and the judging panel in deciding who should be announced as the overall winner and highly commended in each of the awards tonight. We have 12 categories this year, and for the 4th year in a row, we have had a record number of nominations. Not just over 400 for the first time, but this year very nearly 500. Showing that in record numbers, you really want to recognise your colleagues' efforts. Tonight, we will see examples of staff leading with compassion, hear how people have developed innovative solutions, see brilliant examples of research, development and education, and shine a light on our rising stars, those who are influencing and inspiring others. We continue the legacy of a much loved colleague, Justin Griffiths, with the 3rd year of the Justin Griffiths Scholarship. And we also pay tribute to a colleague that we lost a short time ago, Hilda Johnson, who we all respected and loved very much. Our Team of the Year will also be announced this evening, and we'll recognise a staff member who goes above and beyond what is expected of their role to help make a difference to others, a true unsung hero. Our role in promoting apprenticeships and lifelong learning, as well as working with our university colleagues to educate and train the medical professionals of the future, is hugely important to us. So we're delighted to introduce a brand new award this year, Learner of the Year. Partnerships have been such an ingredient of our success. So we also celebrate our partnership work, which results in a positive impact on the experience of service users. Our volunteers and service user representatives are absolutely key to the culture of our trust, and we're delighted to be recognising their fantastic contributions through the Service User and Volunteer Award. Our final award of the evening is chosen by the Chair and recognises particularly striking achievement. Thank you to everybody who took the time to nominate a colleague, and congratulations, of course, to all our nominees. I want to let you all know that the work that you are doing makes a real difference. You are standing out from the crowd, and your work is being noticed and absolutely appreciated. So, without further ado, let's get on with announcing the first set of awards and enjoy the show.
Unsung Hero Award.
This award pays tribute to an individual who's exceeded the expectations of their role with their outstanding attitude and behaviour.
The winner of this award will be somebody who goes beyond what is expected of their job. Working behind the scenes or in a supportive role, they have a positive attitude and through their actions help make a difference to others. And Chris, let's see who are the highly commended in this year's award.
Highly commended is Ben Boyd. Ben's nominator says he is excellent in his quality of work, timeliness, and is always willing to do more if it is required. Highly commended is Chris McGinley. Her nominator says she has gone over and above her role, working long hours, supporting all of our frontline staff, and keeping our organisation as safe as possible during such challenges. Highly commended is Tez Sahir. Tez's nominator says Tez will always take the time to find out how you are and shows care and compassion for all her colleagues. She is really approachable, down to earth, and so easy to talk to.
So Jenny, do you want to tell us who's won this award?
Thanks, Chris. And the winner is Andrea Hall.
Andrea, congratulations. I am absolutely delighted that you've won our Unsung Hero. Knowing you, I bet you didn't even think you'd be nominated. So thank you so very much for all your support and hard work. It's really appreciated. Thank you.
Andrea, we have your award for you. We'll be arranging to get this to you as soon as we can, but in the meantime, I'll keep it safe for you.
Research and Innovation Award.
This award recognises innovation or achievement in research and development or practice which has a positive impact on mental health care or improves quality of value for money services through innovative approaches.
This category is open to individuals or teams who have undertaken research and development projects, developed a new idea, or implemented an innovative solution that has had a real impact. It may be a new service, service development, or programme of education, which has led to improvements in mental health care, improved quality or efficiency, or reduced costs or waste. Let's see who are this year's highly commended.
Highly commended are Dan Crick and the digital team. The nominator said the introduction and rollout of Microsoft Teams to all of our staff is achieving a fundamental, long-lasting, innovative and quiet revolution in the way combined healthcare communicates and works. Highly commended are the Linebrook Adult Community Mental Health team. The nominator said the team are committed to developing the service and giving the best evidence-based care that puts service users at the centre of all they do. Highly commended is Fit for Frailty Mental Health. The nominator said Michael and Tracy showed true compassion in completing the project and achieving their aims to ensure medicines and frailty management was highlighted on the ward. Highly commended are Matt Johnson and the Staff Support and Counselling Service. The nominator says they have worked across the patch tirelessly to ensure a clear and consistent message around support, access to it and the resources available. The teams and their leads have showed both dedication and passion in getting everything together and being flexible, adaptive and responsive to the changes, ensuring staff feel supported.
So, Patrick, given we're celebrating innovation, why don't we involve an example of our striking digital innovation this year? Chris, Cara, come on in.
Hi Bookie. Hi Patrick. We're delighted to be here, aren't we, Cara?
Of course we are. Hi Bookie. Hi Patrick.
Cara, would you like to tell us who this year's winner is?
And the winner is Kerry Mason and the R&D team. Well done to you.
Congratulations guys, this is really well deserved. You've achieved so much this year and in the past years. I'm very proud of you all.
Congratulations, Kerry, and all your team. I've got your trophy safely here with me and will be getting it to you very soon.
Diversity and Inclusion Award.
This award recognises the contribution of staff and volunteers who have made a positive difference in developing greater diversity and inclusion. This might be improving access and experience to services or employment for people in disadvantaged or minority groups, improving quality of life or quality of working life.
This award recognises an individual or teams who have gone beyond expectations to develop improved inclusion for others, driven by a clear vision to make a more equal world. The nominee will have a reputation for strong values of fairness and equity and of treating everyone as an individual. The nominee may have developed inclusion for patients, service users, carers, or for colleagues working in the Trust. Let's have a look at who's been highly commended in this award.
Highly commended is Amina Begum. Amina's nominator says Amina has trust values at her very core, being the essence of peace, compassion, approachability, supportiveness, reliability and drive for creating a better, fairer world. Highly commended is Tez Sahir. Tez's nominator says Tez is the most lovely, warm and caring person that you could ever hope to meet. She continues to give her energy and passion to developing a more inclusive trust and beyond.
So Janet, who is this year's winner?
And I am absolutely delighted to say that this year's winner is Jenny Harvey.
Congratulations, Jenny. I'm so pleased to hear that you've won this award. You're an absolute inspiration and we're all so proud of you. Myself, all of your colleagues within the Trust, everything that you do inspires us every day and really well deserved.
Huge congratulations, Jenny. I'm super delighted for you. I've got your trophy safely here with me and we'll be getting it to you very soon.
The Justin Griffiths Scholarship.
Justin Griffiths was an exceptional and special person, respected and valued by friends and colleagues alike. His dedication, professionalism and service enriched the lives of so many others. Colleagues, service users and of course their families. He joined Combined in 1997 as a young nursing assistant before qualifying as a social worker and an approved mental health practitioner. He dedicated his whole working life to combined healthcare. So in memory of Justin, we set up the Justin Griffiths Scholarship Award to support the continuing development of our Trust's social workers.
We are delighted that we have received so many applications supporting the continuing professional development of our social workers, as well as developing resources to support student social workers on placement with us. Each of the chosen awards support individual development, the provision of high quality services, and essentially the improved care, support and outcomes for our service users. Therefore, it is with great pleasure to be able to agree the following applications.
Terry-Ann Eva. Terry-Ann has been awarded a book allowance for her course in supporting and assessing social work practice. Melanie Shapland. Melanie started to build a library resource in the CCC last year to support third-year student social workers and newly qualified social workers in their first year of practice, and has requested further funding to support this initiative, which we are very happy to agree. Thanway Nkosi Nedlove. Thanway Nkosi has been awarded a book allowance to support her first year as a newly qualified social worker. Sasha Distant and Erica Whitehead have been awarded scholarship funds to support their attendance at a workshop for social work practice in dual disability. Sasha and Erica have also put in an application to benefit all Trust social workers through an annual subscription to the British Journal of Social Work, which we are pleased to agree. Lindsay Folkes. Lindsay has requested the funding for a workshop for all Trust social workers, which we are really happy to support, both in terms of the workshop requested and because it is so important to be able to learn together around issues specifically relating to the profession.
Nikki and myself owe you all a huge thank you for your applications. It's been an absolute pleasure to see how committed and invested each and every one of you are in your profession and our services.
How wonderful to remember Justin Griffiths on this occasion. Really important, really valuable. Now we move on to the second set of awards, starting with the Rising Star Award. And this set is presented by Jonathan O'Brien and Russell Andrews.
Rising Star Award.
So for the Rising Star Award, this award recognises emerging exceptional leaders who are exceeding expectations and making change happen within our organisation. The award aims to recognise the influencers of today and the senior leaders of tomorrow.
This award recognises our emerging leaders, individuals who are generating new ways of working with innovative approaches to change, influencing and inspiring others to join them, and taking a compassionate approach to leadership to deliver meaningful results to both colleagues and patients alike. Let's see who are this year's highly commended.
Highly commended is Rachel Burks. The nominator said Rachel has an energy and enthusiasm which inspires others. She never takes her eye off the ball, and she is passionate about improving the quality of the services through innovation. Highly commended is Sarah Vincent. Her nominator said Sarah is a figurehead for the Trust values. She demonstrates compassion in all that she does, holding the service user at the forefront of her mind.
So Russell, who is this year's winner?
Thanks, Jonathan. The competition was so fierce this year that we have two winners, and the winners are Amina Begum and Kim Stanya.
Amina, I am so delighted for you in winning this award. You deserve this award so much. Thank you for everything you do, and huge congratulations to you.
The task was really hard, first of all, to integrate the practice with combined, and then COVID came and she's been amazing. She's been so tenacious in making sure that the staff and the public are safe. She's been innovative, she's really thought outside the box and kept the practice working, and she's been a real asset.
Congratulations Amina and Kim from me. You've both got a trophy that will be winging its way to you, and I look forward to seeing you both and congratulating you in person in the near future.
Partnership Award.
This award showcases how an individual or team can work together in partnership to improve the lives of others.
Thanks, Chris. And doesn't partnership matter? So this award is open to individuals or teams who've broken down professional barriers across our trust and or with partner organisations. And that leads to a positive impact on the experience of our service users, who we all know matter most. It can include small or large-scale initiatives, either internal or external, with a range of groups and organisations. So let's see, who are this year's highly commended?
Highly commended is Liz Meller. Liz's nominator says Liz has been a compassionate leader. She has remained patient-focused throughout. She has staff at the heart of what she does, and she is always approachable and always with a smile. Highly commended is Matt Johnson. Matt's nominator says Matt's values shine through in how he speaks, listens and engages with everybody, and in particular our system partners around the system health and wellbeing support. Matt is always thoughtful, kind and considerate. Highly commended is Sandra's story. Sandra's nominator says her prompt and pleasant approach is certainly outstanding, and she displays no hesitation in contacting other agencies such as the police or the court when this is needed.
So Joan, who are this year's winners?
Let's see. The competition was so fierce this year, and it really was, that we have 2 winners. And the winners are the Community Triage Team and the Staff Support and Counselling Service.
So Community Triage Team, absolutely massive congratulations on winning the Partnership Award. I speak on behalf of everybody at Staffordshire Police. We're really grateful. You're an awesome partner with the work that you do with frontline colleagues to help those who need your services on a day-to-day basis. So again, massive congratulations from us all at Staffordshire Police, and have a great evening celebrating.
Congratulations Jan and the whole team at the end of one of the most difficult years the NHS has had to encounter. Not only have you supported your colleagues and supported all staff, you've also supported yourselves. I cannot think of a better team and a better individual who deserves this award. Many congratulations. So congratulations to both our winners. I've got your trophies here with me, and we'll keep them safe and get them to you very soon.
Learner of the Year Award.
This award's actually new for 2020. It recognises and celebrates our learners and the contribution they've made to combined healthcare and its service users. This award is open to students, apprenticeships and anyone studying as part of their role across the Trust.
The winning learner is an individual who has successfully embedded learning in the workplace placement area while providing outstanding care and compassion to our service users. The judges will be looking for a learner of any age who has shown their dedication to learning, evidence of compassion and brought innovative into the workplace. So let's see who's on this year's Highly Commended.
Highly commended is Abby O'Neill. Abby's nominator says Abby's positive attitude and bubbly character makes her approachable for both staff and patients, and this has meant that she's fitted in seamlessly into the team. Highly commended is Harley James. Harley's nominator says Harley is a friendly face on the ward and her demeanour is approachable for both staff and patients. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Harley took on an increased responsibility on the ward and was essential in the running of shifts.
So Pauline, who's this year's winner?
Thanks, Kenny. And the winner is Jessica Fitzgerald.
Congratulations, Jessica. It's so well deserved. You've worked so hard doing your masters, homeschooling your 3 children and changing services for our service users for the better. Well done.
Congratulations, Jessica. I've got your trophy safely here and it'll be winging its way to you soon.
We raise our voices in tribute to you, who step forward daily to deliver gold standard, person-centered care. To you who are driven by a clear vision to make a brighter, fairer trust where everyone is equal and individual. You talk from the heart at all times, giving your energy and your passion, your tireless enthusiasm is infectious. You who support patients with translation and BSL, behind the scenes you are working tirelessly for vulnerable patients who need advocacy as much as care. From the bottom of our hearts, we beat in tribute for everything that you do to make a kinder, more caring, more sharing, inclusive world. It is not enough to be compassionate. You act. We clap our hands for you who lead with compassion. For you who don't hesitate to find a tunic, get stuck in and work late. For you, no task is too much trouble when you are working as a shining example of excellence. Your leadership is kind, bold, thoughtful and humble. So we clap you who are carving a path for others to follow that is safe, clear, compelling and pebbled with laughter. You lead right there from the front by example. There's no apporting blame or stealing praise. You start each day with a good morning and end by acknowledging a good day's work. You, great generators of brilliant ideas, we bow our heads in tribute for your open and honest approach. To you, the trainee who keeps us learning, shows dedication and shares your innovative ideas to improve quality, efficiency, reducing cost and waste over lunch, over brews and breathers and delicious pakora boxes. To you, the teams who chisel and break down barriers, you work well in partnership to better the lives of others. We sing a song and stomp our feet in tribute to you. Compassionate, approachable, responsible, excellence exemplified in all who are proud to care. You clear up the tea trolley and tidy up patients' wardrobes. You who magic dog treats out of bags, come in early in a penny to help out or stay late to ensure that everyone is okay. You create the virtual groups and a strong support network. We hip hip hooray for you who remembers everyone's birthdays and special occasions. You who does all the collections, who will bring in food for colleagues, bake cakes and even cut hair. You are having a positive impact on mental health care. Your calmness in a crisis is something to be marvelled at. Your ability to intervene to ensure the safety of all is astounding. This is a tribute to all of you making change happen. You are the droplet that causes a chain reaction while keeping staff topped up with tea, coffee and ice lollies. You who are the rising, shining stars reaching out in our darkest times. You keep spirits high and instill a culture of can-do. That's not breezy. Your door is always open, but we never have to go far to find you, helping out, approachable, enabling the best of people. You who are the heartbeat, the glue that binds our groups together and reminds us why we came to work for the NHS, a job you love to do. This is a tribute to the teams standing out from the crowd, for being thoughtful, listening and responding to service users' needs. You are in a category of outstanding contributions we want to whistle for. As you pull together again and again, a solid support bubble at times of pressure, this is for a tribute to the teams who lead through their actions and approach and use creativity to solve problems, to reach goals. Your values shine through in how you speak and listen to everyone, how you use your creative flair to help young people, remind staff you're there with weekly mindful message cards, handmade gifts and remote gatherings. I raise a glass in tribute to you who are keeping people alive, to you who are lifeline in these extremely difficult times. You flow as the font of all knowledge through corridors. You are the unsung heroes who shine out from behind the scenes, exceed all expectations, and set up the Microsoft Teams when we'd never used video calls before. And you keep smiling positive through some of the hardest hours. Sometimes the most courageous, extraordinary efforts are achieved when nobody is looking. But we have noticed and want you under spotlight. This is a tribute to you, who are all improving the lives of others, those who volunteer their time to make patients and staff experiences better with your admin eyes, customer care and fundraising. You raise an eyebrow at the constant pace of change, but produce the posters and videos, testing and swabbing, sorting, social distancing, you've not flagged or stopped. You who took blood from our first COVID positive patient, you who respond to the needs and fears of families unable to visit, who filled recovery books. This tribute is for you, who went the extra mile to repair and remove the broken beds from the wards, to you who moved heaven, earth and long shopping queues for Easter eggs. You've raised funds, collected food and gifts to spend with Christmas Carol, online a get-together with those shielding, isolated and alone. Your actions speak of your kindness. We raise our voice in tribute for all of you who are making this trust the best place to work with your gold standard person-centered care. You have shown an amazing tenacity during a moral-sapping pandemic that continues to test us all. You are hero in your ability to persevere and endure obstacles. We raise a tribute to you on our wards and in our communities, our homes, our pharmacies and in our surgeries. You are evidence of a truly excellent service that needs these awards more than ever to show how much we value each other and celebrate to the world our NHS Never Stop Smiling Hope treatment that is making a historic, long-lasting difference. This recognition is a tribute, a thank you for all you have done and continue to do.
Thank you so much, Gabrielle. Not just for tonight, but all the things you've done for us over the years and the poems that you've produced. Now let's move on to the third set of awards, starting with the Leading with Compassion Award, presented by Kenny Lang and Buki Adioma.
Leading with Compassion Award.
This award recognises a member of staff who values and develops people, sees them as individuals and encourages working together for better lives through an open and honest approach. It recognises an individual who has demonstrated compassionate leadership with patients, colleagues or their wider team.
This award pays tribute to an individual who has achieved something significant and created a compelling vision for others to follow. The nominee will have a reputation for compassionately and successfully tackling issues and leading innovative changes which benefit our service users, staff and the wider public. The development of people can also be a particular strength of these nominations. Buki, let's see who are this year's highly commended for this award.
Highly commended is Claire Booth. Claire's nominator says Claire is our droplet. By leading with compassion and with her kindness, humour and values, she has infected our team and created such a caring and supportive work environment that we all share together. Highly commended is Rebecca Chubb. Rebecca's nominator says she is tireless in her endeavour and determination to deliver the very best care to some of the most vulnerable patients.
So Phil, who is this year's winner?
Well, it was very difficult this year, so we've actually got 2 winners. So I'm delighted to announce that the winners are Sarah Mountford and Richard Bagnall.
Well done, Richard, for winning. That's just amazing, but it's really really deserved. I can't think of anybody else that would be better suited to win this.
Sarah, I'm so pleased for you to get this award. You deserve it so much. You are a wonderful manager, and I can't thank you enough for all your dedication to the Learning Disability Service over the years. You are the best advocate we could possibly have and the best team leader. Thank you so much, and well done you.
Congratulations to both our winners. I've got your trophies safely here with me, and we'll be getting them to you very soon.
Volunteer Service User Representative Award.
This award pays tribute to a volunteer or a service user representative who works to improve the lives of others.
The work of volunteers and service users representatives is recognised with this award, which honours someone who has made an outstanding contribution to the patient or staff experience. This can be in a number of ways, including supporting the care of the service users, administrative support, customer care, or fundraising. Let's see who are this year's highly commended.
Highly commended is Andy Cresswell. Andy's nominator says he is the definition of trust values. As a volunteer, he kindly dedicates his own time to support the smooth operation of core health services. He is reliable and never fails to respond when needed. Highly commended is Wendy Hanson. Wendy's nominator says Wendy is caring, compassionate, and always makes everybody who walks through the door of the Sutherland Centre very welcome. She has a calm manner and puts them at ease when waiting for appointments.
So Billy, who is this year's winner?
Thanks, Ajida. And the winner is Michelle Craggs for her work with Pegis.
I'm so pleased you've been awarded this award, Michelle, because you really deserve it. I think it's fantastic that you've got the recognition and you've won this. Well done.
Congratulations to you, Michelle. I've got your trophy here safely and we'll be getting it to you very soon.
My lady took a phone call. I'd just come down for my breakfast and she come running downstairs and said to me, Laura's on the phone. That's Hilda's daughter. And I said, Laura's on the phone. She says, no, sit down, be calm. I said, what's up? She said, Hilda's passed away. I just emptied. Everything just went out on me.
And a mutual friend told me, sent me a message by instant messaging, and it just made me feel very shocked.
I think actually I was in the office. I'd been contacted by a colleague to say that she'd passed away.
Hilda was very enthusiastic. She was very enthusiastic about or anything to do with patients, service users and families, and she was very determined that they would get the best, and she worked really hard to ensure that they did get the best. So she put a lot of work in over the years.
I used to go around doing the wards, visiting the wards. And I'd come back in, right very close in the office. They'd be banging on the door all the time. I said, she'd go and she'd speak to them, come in, sit down, users. Or nurses who got problems. She was just the same with them.
She was generous when people deserved praise, but she was also quite challenging and determined as well.
She was a phenomenal character. I've been here about 5 years now, and I know she was well known and well experienced, and actually scared me slightly the first few times I met her.
She was never shy in coming forward, but if she came to me, I knew there was something that I needed to go and look at and investigate further. For Hilda, she was always very keen when any new service users came on board for training, that she really, what I would call, mothered them, took them under her wing and really would promote what we were trying to achieve and work very closely with us.
She always used to say to me, you're a dozy bug, you are. I said, what's up? She says, you bloody say things, wind people up. I said, don't. She says, you do. She says, you're a bloody militant.
She could be fun. Hilda could be fun, and she always seemed cheerful when you were talking to her. If you were having a conversation with her, even if she wasn't perhaps so well, she would never say, I'm not so well. She'd be saying, oh, I'm all right.
Hilda's passion when she was doing a place, and she would used to say, Anne, I'm just checking here, and that would be, she would look on the inside of the radiators, and I would be having my fingers crossed thinking, please make sure that they are clean inside. But that was always her pet area, and she would stand over looking down to make sure that those inside of the radiators were clean.
There was a sign I was slightly uncomfortable with in a corridor once at Heartlands that said that it was, the way it was worded was about having a student in the consulting room with you, and I mentioned it to Hilda, said, oh, leave it with me, and next time I went the sign had gone.
She said, I've had this idea, I got it from somewhere, she'd been reading it something, and she said, it's called acronym bingo. And we went and we were sitting there, and I was right now, I got about 9, and suddenly Hilda said, bingo. And I said, pardon? And I said, Hilda said, bingo. And what Dave Peters said, what do you mean, Hilda, bingo? I've got 10 acronyms here that have been mentioned in the last 2 hours, and I'd like you to tell me what they are, please. And Dave Pearson said, well, I'll tell you after. She said, no, please. And he went through them. And he says, are you going to be doing this every meeting? Hilda, this has been accepted. And she said, oh yes, there'll be more. She said there'll be more than 2 of us then. He said, I'll try and get it stopped. And he did.
Well, Hilda was special because she was a very warm person and quite unassuming, but underneath that she had a core of steel.
So she will really be missed, and obviously that contact is missed, and the support really that she gave in promoting the benefits of doing the place inspections with our service users will be missed.
It's a great loss because Hilda had such experience, and it's something that's built up over years and decades, and that is not easily replaced.
A lot, but I do miss her. Yeah.
Hilda meant everything to service users, volunteers, staff, management. She meant everything to everybody. And the light's gone out. A beautiful light has left with her.
How moving that set of tributes was. We all miss Hilda so very much. Now we move on to the 4th set of awards, and this set starts with the Service User Carer Council Award, and it's presented by Kenny Lane and Sue Towns.
Service User and Carer Council Award.
As David said, Hilda was a really special person to combined healthcare, and we mourn her passing even as we celebrate her life. Hilda was a driving force behind the creation of the Service User and Carer Council. The council itself, and this award in particular, was something that was very dear to her heart. Nominations for this award can only be made by service users and carers. This award values individual or teams who stand out from the crowd for being thoughtful, for listening and responding to our service users' needs.
Thank you, Kelly, for those kind words about Hilda. I'm sure her family, the service users and carers will really appreciate them. Thank you very much. This category recognises outstanding contributions made for the needs of service users and carers, with evidence of real commitment to patient care, nominated by our service users and carers. This award celebrates those staff who make a real contribution to creating a positive experience for service users and carers, using trust values and behaviours. So now let's look at the who's highly commended.
Highly commended is Jane Sheldon. Her nominator said, "For me and many parents across the city, Jane has been the rock that held CAMHS together during the pandemic. She has been very honest and accessible and dealt with problems as soon as she was aware of them."
So Sue, who's the winner of this year's Service User and Carer Council?
Delighted to, Kenny. The winner is the Early Intervention Team.
They helped me do my plan for school, and for when I go in September, If I called them then parents straight away, they'd always call back quickly to see if I was okay and help me. Thank you.
So congratulations to the early intervention team. I've got your award here and we'll get it to you as soon as possible.
Proud to Care Award.
This award is really special. It's the equivalent of the Players' Player Award, nominated by you, the staff, and voted on by you, the staff. This category recognises a member of staff who you think best represents the trust value of Proud to Care. Compassionate, approachable, responsible, and excellent. And there were more votes cast by staff for each other than ever before.
Yes, Keith. And only 6 votes separated the top 3 candidates. So let's see who are highly commended in the Proud to Care Awards.
Highly commended is Jan Summerfield. Jan's nominator says words cannot describe how valuable Jan is during this situation. She has a heart of gold, and if she could, she would give up all of her time to ensure the well-being of others. Highly commended is Sarah Mountford. Sarah's nominator says Sarah has fought hard throughout the COVID-19 pandemic to ensure our clients have access to members of our team. She has shown compassion to our clients when they have found it extremely difficult to cope, and shown compassion to their family and carers.
Okay, let's see who is this year's Proud to Care winner.
Absolutely brilliant, Rob. You must be so proud. I couldn't be prouder. Great. You're the one person that just brings that real oomph, and you absolutely ooze the trust values. Well done.
Congratulations, Rob. I've got your trophy safely here with me, and we'll be getting it to you very soon.
Team of the Year Award.
This award is given to the team that shows, through their actions and approaches, how they work together to really improve the lives of others.
The winning team will be the one which can show how team members have worked together to achieve team goals, provide evidence of achieving something significant as a team, and can demonstrate creative approaches to problem solving. So let's see who's highly commended in this category.
Highly commended are the facilities team. The nominator says, put simply, the facilities team under the guidance of Anne Melville are a can-do and will-do service. Anyone who's been involved with managing the Trust's coronavirus pandemic response will be indebted to the work of this team during the past 12 months. Highly commended are the digital team. Their nominator says they have gone above and beyond to support with service needs, and that they will always provide support and provide a very workable solution. Highly commended are the Incident Management Group. Their nominator says that when COVID-19 first hit, we could not have possibly have known the challenges to be faced, the hurdles we would have to overcome, or the range and breadth of activities and outcomes the group would have to deliver. Highly commended award for. Their nominator says that during the coronavirus pandemic, the team has always put patients first and picked up extra shifts where they could, despite feeling exhausted themselves.
So, Tony, put us out of our misery and tell us who the team of the year is for this year.
Pleasure. The team of the year is the IPC team.
Fantastic that you've won the award. Really, really pleased. It's been a tough year, but the team has been fantastic. Well deserved.
Congratulations to the IPC team. This is an extra special award this year because if there was ever going to be a year that this team won, then this was going to be the year. I'd like to give a special thank you from myself for all of their efforts in supporting the incident management, our response to COVID-19. They truly have gone above and beyond anything the Trust could ever have asked of them. Thank you very much and enjoy your award.
Chairman's Award.
Normally at this point in the proceedings, we come to the Chairman's Award, where I pick one of the winners who has really made an impact on me. But we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to do something different. And in order to introduce this something different, I've got a special message, especially for this trust, especially for you. So watch out, here it comes.
Friends, colleagues and guests, it's only Joe Brand.
Hi there, Joe Brand here. Hope you've been having a great time. This has been an extraordinary year for the NHS and for the country. And as a former mental health nurse, about 800 million years ago, I know more than many just how the staff have gone beyond themselves in what they've achieved and what they've done for each other. So I wanted to give you my personal thanks for all you've done. And we wanted to end this event with an award for a very special person. Let's tell you a little bit about that person.
This person is supportive, friendly, approachable, there to litter and just a wonderful colleague.
This person is absolutely amazing. They go above and beyond, they always go that extra mile, nothing is too much trouble. You know, they make a real difference to the service and service users and are a really valued part of the team and service and that caring role.
This person was always cheerful. Even on the dark days, they were the light that absolutely just were inspirational.
So this person has put in way beyond their what would be expected of them under normal circumstances this past year, and they've achieved fantastic results. And yeah, I'm really proud of them.
I'm a brand new apprentice in the organisation, and this person really helped me settle in.
You go way over, above and beyond what is required of a team leader to support their colleagues.
I don't think this person actually realises just how amazing they've actually been over the past 12 months, and the amazing work they've done and continue to do, and how hard this person's actually worked, how committed this person actually is, and how sort of resilient this person has actually been through evidently the most difficult time the NHS has ever been through. I come onto the ward every single day, and I genuinely cannot say in words how proud I am of this person.
And that person is... you!
As Joe Brown says, this award is for you, all of you, whether you're frontline or back office, whether you're corporate or clinical, including bank and agency. You'll be receiving shortly this commemorative badge, a badge of honour, with our grateful thanks. So now we're approaching the end of this splendid, wonderful evening. Just before we do, I want to hand over to Peter Axon and Keith Tutton for a bit of fun.
Exactly a year ago on this day, on the 11th of March 2020, we issued the very first of our COVID updates to our staff. Yes, it's been a whole year. 1 year on, it's been our pleasure and privilege to mark the anniversary of an unprecedented year with this unprecedented celebration of our staff and, of course, all of our services. Only a few weeks into the year, it was time for me to pen my CEO introduction to the Trust Annual Report. I was looking back at it today, and I was truly struck by the words that were written. Whilst none of us can be certain of how these extraordinary times will end, the one thing we can confidently predict is that the remarkable people and teams who make up combined healthcare will continue to rise to whatever challenge is thrown at them with talent, dedication, and a compassionate commitment to care for the population and communities it's our continuing privilege to serve. I always knew you'd rise to the occasion, and no more so than our colleagues working in primary care and pharmacy. Isn't that so, Keith?
Absolutely, Peter. And it has to be said that the response of primary care in its widest sense is something that we're all very proud of. The response of everybody in primary care has been simply remarkable, from the most junior reception apprentice to the most senior practice manager and all the clinical staff. They've continued to come in early, leave late, arrange the vaccinations and give the vaccinations, and at the same time continue with the screening work and all the usual care we provide in general practice day in, day out. It's truly outstanding. It's been a very humbling experience for me, and certainly one of the greatest achievements of the NHS in all the years I've worked for them, and possibly in the history of the NHS itself.
When history looks back on this time, one repeated image that will stand out will be the sight of the British public coming onto the streets and doorsteps to applaud the NHS, to show the respect and admiration that it richly deserves. Tonight has been about you, our staff, likewise showing the deep wells of respect and admiration we have for each other. So, to finish our celebration tonight, I'd like to invite you all to join me and Keith and a whole host of our nominators and nominees in a very special 1 minute's applause.